What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fresh Roots 12C. I am Fresh Roots, and that is my 12C back there. It's in good company today with my Mentor's MSO 650S. This car is pushing over 872 horsepower to the wheels. From the factory, it came with 641. You can see the information right here from Wistek. It's got that Wistek package right there. They call it the W900 package. This car is an absolute beast. It's got meth injection, it's got a meth kit in it, and it sounds amazing, it drives amazing. It's got the roof scoop, which if you're a McLaren fan, you know, if any of these cars that have the roof scoop, they're heavily sought after. There's a kind of a cool story about that roof scoop, actually. When he ordered this car, they didn't allow him to order it with the roof scoop because there was some weird regulation going on. Then they came out with the 675 LT, and they had got around that little that regulation or whatever it was with a loophole with the 675 LT. So they allowed him to send it back and to get the roof scoop put on after it had been delivered for a little bit. So I've actually seen this car when it didn't have its roof scoop, and then I've seen it when it did have its roof scoop. So I went back on the boat and got that done. Pretty sick. It's an awesome option. As you can see, this car is amazing. It's in the volcano orange, probably my favorite McLaren color. Then we got my 12C sitting pretty back here, guys. I absolutely love this car. After that, I'll tell you three things that I love about my McLaren MP4 12C. I mean, I love everything about the car, guys. This is my dream car. And we'll break that down in some later episodes about why it's my dream car and whatnot. But today we're just gonna go through three things that I love about my McLaren MP4 12C. We can see it's plugged into the charger here at our garage. I love this garage. I'm allowed to do my glass work and kind of park the car safely and know it's always safe and secured and plugged into a charger. Love this car, guys. It's absolutely amazing. It's kind of interesting to see the 12C parked next to a 650 or even a 675 LT. If you follow me on Instagram at Fresh Roots, you'll know that there has been a 675 LT in here before. My mentor owns one of those also. So he owns a 675 LT, more than a couple 12Cs and the MSO 650S. So I'm to reveal the three things that I love about my McLaren MP4 12C. The first thing being the doors, you guys. The doors are amazing on this car. Now, all McLaren doors are really cool, but a really even cooler thing about the 12C doors, the 2012 12C doors, is there's no button, there's no door handle of any sort. So it's kind of a fun thing to do when you tell people, hey, go ahead, get in the car, and they're just like looking around for a door handle. So this is how you open the McLaren MP4 12C. Only the 2012 models have this, and I'll tell you why in a second. You're gonna slide your hand, okay? Gonna open up just like that, and sometimes it doesn't happen first try. Now, I mean, usually it does if you know how to open it. I'll show you on the other side. I mean, it's hard to do when I'm like holding a camera, but you just kind of slide open like this. But the reason they got rid of that after 2012 is for the exact thing that you just saw me do right there, where I tried to open it up and it didn't open up first try. Imagine the millionaires and the billionaires that bought this car in 2012, and they're going out to it trying to look cool and open up their door, and they're fiddling with it for a little bit. So that is why I believe McLaren got rid of that feature in 2012, and the late 12C models are going to have a button. So that's like a cool little feature. I love it. I think it's actually like a cool little thing about the 12C. But apparently some of the guys didn't think so in the first year owners, and they ended up getting rid of that. So that's the first thing that I love about my McLaren MP4 12C. Hey guys, so now that you know that I love the doors, number one. Number two of what I like about the McLaren MP4 12C is that I'm not gonna lose my head on it. I'm not gonna lose all my money on this car. I bought this car at its lowest of the low, I believe. I think this car has plenty of potential to even go up sometime in the future. It could be a future classic is what I've been told, but that's not exactly why I bought it. But I love the fact that this car is essentially at its rock bottom price right now. The market for supercars, as you guys know, is plummeting with things going on. They're really low right now. So you can snag one of these cars for less than 120 grand, which these are $300,000 cars, guys. The MSRP started out on these cars at 229 before options. So being able to get one of these cars for less than 120 grand, and some of them even being less than $100,000, you're not going to lose much money on them. You'll be able to keep them. And in fact, I think in 5 years, people will realize that the 12C was such an amazing car, an amazing value, and they'll start to get snagged up again. But for right now, they're less than 120 grand for a great car. Which is the second reason that I chose to let you guys know about what I love about this car. I mean, I can enjoy it, and I'm not going to lose all my money that I invested on the car, and I can enjoy it every day. I could daily drive the car if I want to. I do daily drive the car. So, and I'm going to, do some more videos about all that, guys, about me daily driving the car, but it's amazing. I mean, for less than 120 grand, these cars started out at 329 or 229, and they went up all the way past $300,000. I don't know if I said 329 earlier, but they started out at 229, and that was before options. So I'm gonna get an options breakdown of my car here real soon. It'll have all the options and exactly what the MSRP is. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's around 280 to 290,000 is how much the MSRP on my car was. So it's a great value right now to snag one of these up. Love this car. There's so many reasons that I love it, but that definitely makes it up there. It's the fact that I can enjoy it without losing my money on it, So as you guys know, cars are a depreciating asset when you buy them brand new most of the time. Some cars you can buy brand new and make money on, like the McLaren P1. People bought that car for 1.1 million, and they went up as high as 2.2 million, and right now they're at about 1.4 to 1.6 million. So that's just one example. Another example is the McLaren F1, kind of a unicorn of a car, but the McLaren F1 I think sold for around $900 to $1 million back in 92, in the early 90s, and right now they're skyrocketing. They're at like 20 something million if you want one of those cars. Look how dirty the car is, guys. I need to get it detailed here soon. But the third thing that I love about this car is, it's kind of obvious, I guess, but it's the speed and the precision of this car. It's extremely fast, capable of speeds over 200 miles per hour. I wanted a car that I could not only track, but I wanted a car that I can comfortably drive to the track and then drive home. So I was actually building a Corvette C3, a C3 Corvette Stingray, dropped an LS in it and whatnot, T56 6-speed, was gonna have a really cool car. But sometimes the problem with these cars that you build for the track, they're not able to necessarily drive to the track and home, especially after beating on it for a couple hours on the racetrack. It's really hard to find that car that marks all of the boxes, and for me the 12C did that. It's a car that I can comfortably drive to the track. I could hit a couple buttons and switches, enjoy on the track, and then bring it back down to comfort mode and drive home all in the same day, which I've done before. I've done that at Thermal and Spring Mountain. Essentially we did that also. So it checks all the boxes for me, guys. So those are the three reasons that I love this car. Number one being the doors. They're the coolest doors in the game right now. We call them the billionaire doors. If you're a car guy, you already know that. The second reason is I'm not going to lose all my money on this car. And the third reason is the speed and the precision of this car, but mainly the speed. It's a fast car. This car is super fast. No, it's not going to be as fast as a 1,000 horsepower 720 or the Senna or the P1, but for me and normal people like me, this car is extremely fast. I mean, it's capable of speeds over 200 miles per hour, 0 to 60, I think in sub 3 seconds, like 2.9. There's a little bit of a debate on that, but I think it's sub 3 seconds. I mean, it's just an extremely fast and fun car to drive, guys. So I'm gonna get back. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back in here tomorrow, so we'll do a little vlog, hopefully go for a little bit of drive with the club. Haven't quite confirmed it yet, so I'm gonna wrap today's video up. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked today's video, be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you aren't already doing so, and let me know what you want to see on the next one. Much love.